Guys, what is wrong with the EFCC? That is the question a lot of people are really asking right now. EFCC, we suppose keep waiting the recover from people from thief. Now then they thief the thing. That is the question a lot of people are really trying to get into, and I think this is quite disturbing at the time. So we need to understand it from a different point of view and start to understanding it that most of these things that is being said about this organization on social media, they are also truth to an extent. When people come out to accuse EFCC of stealing from them, a lot of people should understand that somehow some people may be spilling the truth about all of this. Before I dive into the story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Let's talk about this fraud of a teen. Remember the story of Hush Puppy? A lot of people actually built different stories around it, and now Hush Puppy is in jail. But while in jail, Hush Puppy is still like making some moves. A lady was seen at a party somewhere around Lagos or so, spraying money in the name of Hush Puppy and taking instructions from Hush Puppy. I think the person is a content creator. That is something I'm really suspecting about that, because Hush Puppy cannot be FaceTiming from jail right now based on the story we are getting. And you need to also understand that Hush Puppy's ally, a person of Woodbury, is out, and this guy is living lavish to an extent. And now we are talking the lives of a crime to an extent. A recent report shows that yes, about 101 Nigerians has been arrested by the EFCC and 4 Chinese arrested, in connection to, financial fraud and all those kind of things around Europe and the rest. That is to show you that Nigerians are not acting alone. That is something I need to, tell you guys. And when you go to Ghana, these guys are quick to say Nigerians are fraudsters and the rest. But a recent report shows that, most of the people arrested in Ghana, they are Ghanaians, trying to swindle a lot of people. I think this fraud of a thing is getting out of hand. When you go to India, you find a lot of Indians doing these kind of things. But the question remains, how do we bring this to a stop? I think we cannot really bring it to a stop to an extent because the world has made us to believe differently. Yes, a lot of people are talking about scarcity in the world, hunger in the world. But when you go to grocery shops, you see excess of it. When you go to the bank, you see a lot of money. When you go to car stands, you see a lot of cars. Why is there lack in the midst of abundance? I think most of the situations were like, situational drift to an extent based on some people trying to live or meet ends meet. They took to the lives of crime. But I'm not trying to justify this whole thing based on the story I'm giving right now. I'm trying to make you understand that a lot of people went into crime because of some certain reasons. And why some people at crime, they are always doing it and believing that they will not get caught at the end of the day. But FBI, EFCC, and some kind of agencies are really after them to an extent. But the EFCC in Nigeria is really in a questionable situation because a lot of people don't really trust their action. Busting in the houses of people at night, like the armed robbers or commando and the rest, that is quite frightening to an extent. A lot of people have issued reports where EFCC came out to say, we don't really want to see our men at night busting people. But this is merely a statement on paper. But in practice, these guys are still doing it. That is something I got to understand about all of this. What are your own takes? Right now, EFCC is getting it hot right now based on the stories that is trending out on social media. According to a report, some of the recovered items in the custody of EFCC were stolen by EFCC officials. 10 persons have been arrested according to a report or a statement by the EFCC. Why is this happening? That is the question a lot of people are really trying to answer at a time like this. Do we have thieves catching thieves? That is another question we need to answer at a time like this. Are they not well paid? But based on my own observation, EFCC, they are well paid. But anybody telling you because they are not paying them well, I think that is actually wrong based on what I have gathered so far. Level 8 in the EFCC earns more than level 8 in the ministry. That is something I got to understand about this. Stealing those items in custody, I think it is the nature of those people that actually stole it. And now 10 persons have been arrested by the EFCC according to flying reports on social media on their platforms. That is really interesting. What is your own take about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel so far. Yes, when it comes to issues, Ghana, Nigeria, they are always at loggerheads, trying to find superiority between them. When it comes to Afrobeat, Ghanaians will tell you that they are better than Nigerians, but they need to stop talking about it and show us, their credentials about being better than Nigerians. That is something I got to understand. Towards the dirty December, Nigeria and Ghana was at a time the destination of a lot of people, Africans in the world. And a lot of people came down to Nigeria to have dirty December, while some people went to Ghana. And this lady actually visited the two countries and said a lot of things about Ghana against us that is trending out on social media. I know that Ghanaians are not going to love what she actually said about Ghana dirty December versus Nigeria dirty December. According to her, she said yes, while in Nigeria at clubs it was always Nigerian jams, Afrobeat jamming at clubs, and these guys are really good at that. And that is what she is really interested in. Her words, she said, I don't want to listen to Sexy Red. I just want to listen to Afrobeat. And when she got to Ghana, she was really disappointed because instead of them to play Afrobeat, they were playing other foreign songs at the clubs. This is quite disheartening to an extent. I think Ghana, they need to put themselves on the map by loving their own, promoting their own, and promoting Afrobeat. At the time, they took this thing too far and said they want to start, playing Ghana only. Yes, it's a good idea, but the notion behind it was that they want to mute Nigerian Afrobeat in Ghana, and a lot of people are not going to enjoy, dirty December in Ghana without Nigerian Afrobeat. That is something you need to understand, because Nigerians are always spending money at clubs. They are always paying DJs to play their sounds and the rest. Are you going to stop that? That is a question a lot of people are still asking. That was a question I asked at the time. A lot of people escalated it to mean a lot of things. But this lady is coming out to say something about it. Let's listen to this lady.
I said what I said, and I'm going to say it again. Detty December, what I love about Nigeria is that they don't try to adjust to any of the crowd coming to their country. And to be clear, when I said American crowds or like other crowds, I meant Caribbean American and African American. I feel like Ghana caters to those crowds during this time. Oh, we have to play this genre because of this crowd, this genre because of this crowd. Oh, Nigeria, they don't care. They play what they want. It's Afrobeats. It's Nigerian artists being played in Nigeria. And who cares who else doesn't like it? It really doesn't matter. Overall, Nigerians just don't care. It's just like, either you come and you're going to love it, and if you don't love it, it doesn't matter. Don't come. Celebrities come because they know it's a vibe. They're not paid to come here. They know it's a vibe. They see other people come here, and they want to find out what it's about. I'm in Nigeria right now. It's my third time here. I really love it here. And I would like to add, I'm not Nigerian, and I'm not Ghanaian either, but I'm African.
Guys, collaboration is happening between Lojay and Zeridiel. For a lot of people that do not know Zeridiel, he is Charlie Poppy's younger brother, and this guy is good at what he is. That is something I kind of believe about the whole thing that is trending out on social media. He recently dropped a song called Hausa Piano, and that song is song that I vibe to always from time to time, especially in the morning on Sound City FM. That is actually loud to an extent. But I heard something that Sound City, they've not paid their workers for the past 8 months. That is really horrific to an extent. And according to report, they are still paying their gate men, 18,000 every month. 18,000. That is one of the least minimum wage years ago, and this can become a legal issue at the end of the day if taken up by the Labour Congress Union in Nigeria. But Zeri DL and Luje, these guys are really doing magic in the studio. Let's catch a vibes.
I don't want to trust your papa, see it, and I'm just trying to be your man, yeah. Yeah, I can do more than that, yeah.
What is your own expectation of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse of what you feel so far. Before I dive off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.